Hello. Anybody gonna talk? Or did you just come to record the screen? What? Mucky. Movie. No. So how is everybody? If anyone answers, or if they are all trolls, just recording to see what I say. Hello. There's two people in here, and no one talking. Okay, so I was scrolling through YouTube on my big TV, just looking at crap, I guess, because I've been watching some guy from California that records addicts that live on the street or whatever. I don't even know what his channel is called. Let me see. Monkey, you're not getting on the computer. It is Soft White Underbelly. I've been watching his little interviews from addicts and stuff. So I was just scrolling through, and then I went to what I get? I went to my subscriptions, and I was looking through that crap, and some people have nothing better to do than to get on YouTube and be on there for 2-3 hours bitching and moaning at everybody, attacking everybody. I'm like, what has this world come to? The, it's going around killing people right now, the epidemic. And there's still people going and attacking others. You all need to get God in your life, open up a Bible, and start reading. That's for sure. Because y'all have lost your minds. So, who are the two people in here? Just say hi. Hello. Let's see. Who is Al Lewis? I have no idea who that is. Anyways, and just things don't change, I guess, on this platform for all the toxic people, is what I'm guessing, because it seems like none of them have changed their ways. And it's sad. It's a sad deal because we're already going through a bad pandemic right now. The stay at home orders, the homeschooling, and all that. And now people still want to go and attack others. So I don't go over to that chat. I don't even watch that person. I don't care. I don't even go over there. I don't watch that person, haven't in years. So I don't watch none of them. I don't talk to none of them that I used to. I grew up and became an adult and took on my responsibilities, unlike some of them. So, which are still, with the pandemic going on, they're still out attacking other people and always negative and not caring what they say about others. They just need to get a Bible and start reading it. Well, I'm glad because I could not sit there and watch that no longer. That the whole thing over there was so bad that I think it made my depression worse than what it ever was. But yeah, my anxiety was a lot worse. I don't know who that is either. I guess I am totally lost. How are people finding me? Because I haven't been on YouTube in so long. It just, I guess YouTube ain't what it used to be when it first came out because it was all about let's entertain people. Let's entertain people. Let's, do pranks. Now it's all let's bash someone. Let's dox them. Let's put their business out there. It's just crazy. I've watched clips that John Hagee has posted out. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I am not in that circle no more. And people to step back and believe everything is ridiculous. Like this whole Michael Green thing with Doug. Okay, you can tell those clips that he put in part one, two, three, four, however many parts he made, because I only watched like the first two, I think. And that was just to see exactly if it was going to be clipped or edited or anything like that. And it was. Everything was clipped and edited. That's why it took him over months to put it all together to try to make Doug look like the bad person, which is horrible. They were invited up there to come up and try to work through things. But Doug also told them, you do not bring cameras up here. That's his house, his wishes. You need to obey by him. So, I mean, it's like you can't respect him enough to give him, what, 30, 40 minutes of your time without a camera shoved in his face? I mean, everything I've been seeing from Pickaboy, I guess I want to call him Fat 50's best friend, is unbelievable. I quit watching Jesse, and I used to be like a big, hard, die hard for Jesse. McJuggernuggets, don't watch him no more because he's best friends with Pickaboy and 550, and they're out to attack everybody. No, Doug's not in on it. I talked to Doug on Facebook. Doug is not in on it. I know that for a fact. What they are doing is they are trying to tear Doug down. And that's one reason Doug is moving because he's tired of it. When he don't jump to their beck and call to make a video, Michael throws a 2-year-old fit and starts saying mean shit. Oh no, you're fine. I'm just talking about everything I see that isn't changing on YouTube. And I don't go watch, that Story Fire. I won't ever go to there. Well, I'm gonna read you something that I posted underneath a couple of their on Anger Grandpa's channel. Um, and I actually did send it to Doug and told him if he wanted to read it on his live stream that he was more than welcome to. Just don't put my name out there because I didn't need the issues. I said, I was pretty much telling her, Bridget West, but remember, if something bad happened to him, God forbid, you would be so upset and hate yourself for not fixing the issue. I know because it happened with my mom and I. So think about shit before it's too late and you regret it. Just like I do every day because I didn't talk to my mom for 5 years. Now, what do I got to talk to? Her ashes in an urn. Okay. So think about shit before it's too late and you regret it, just like I do every day. Wish I could go back in time and be the bigger person and work the problems out. But now I can't because my mom is gone and in heaven. You need to sit down and think what you would be like if your dad passed away tomorrow without you guys fixing the issue off camera. And don't let all these people put negative in your mind or make your mind up for you by talking shit and getting you wound up and make shit worse than what it needs to be. Let me see if I can find the rest of it because I know I sent the whole thing. But I mean, I was pretty much telling her, you'll regret it in the long run. Point being is, if I could go back to when me and my mom weren't talking for that 5 years and I could just be the bigger adult and pick up the phone and tell her, hey, mom, I know we don't see eye to eye. We're not always going to see eye to eye, but I'm really sorry for, you know, telling you that I want to know who my father is and calling you a liar and whatnot. But I can't go back. Now I got her ashes in the little urn, and that's what I get to talk to. And you can't change that. And that's what I'm trying to get through to Bridget. You need to change things before something bad happens. But, they got money. They're all big and mighty. So they're probably not going to listen to someone that's already been there, done it, been through it. Now, I will say I talked to Charlie. Charlie has changed his life completely. Charlie has became a real man. Unlike Michael. The one thing that irritated me that I've seen about his video of the tornado, he had Bridget drive him around, found a house that the trees were laying down and whatnot from the tornado, and took a picture by it to make it look like it was his property. Another thing that irritated me that's being talked about is Kim faking that she has the coronavirus. As she went to the hospital, she was sitting in the car at the hospital. Come to find out, it was a clinic, like the non-emergency clinic where you can walk into the hospital and be seen without going to the ER. Okay? So it's a little irritating because she's claiming she has the corona, but she's with her kids, no mask on, nothing. But you got the corona, but what? Are you spreading it to your kids where they can die? That's how you know this shit ain't real. Yes, Charlie and Erica do live. They actually do on Facebook, and they actually post them to YouTube, which is Travels Together, I do believe. This is another thing I posted under. Michael's thing. I said, "I can't believe y'all believe this shit. The editing was horrible. My 11-year-old daughter could edit better than that video was done. And as for the bullshit about Charlie, that shit was so made up. You could tell it when they kept falling over their words. Trust me, become a victim. Trust me, being a victim, you never talk about the things like that they did, like the rapes and oh, Charlie raped us. You being a victim, you don't talk about shit like that and not be bawling your eyes out. Kim wasn't even crying. Okay, you never talk like that, like they did about it. No emotions really, and they aren't seeing anyone for it or on any meds for it. That shows how much of a liar that shit was. Almost 30 years later, and I'm still on meds and seeing someone for being a victim and will for the rest of my due due to nightmares, etc. So, people in here thinking they know what they are talking about when it comes to being raped don't know shit. Stop being idiots and open your eyes to the shit that they are pulling. So, I mean, and then I posted, you guys are stirring the shit pot. Maybe you all need to lick the spoon together. Everyone should be encouraging them to work things out. You only get one father and one mother in life. No matter what, God forgives you for your wrongs when you forgive others and move past it all. None of you guys stirring the pot have God in your life or heart. You can tell because you all are keeping the negative hate going on. So the point is if any of them were rape victims don't talk about it. I've never sat down and fully came out and said what happened to me, besides to my counselor. So they're not showing signs of having nightmares. They're not on medication. They don't have counseling. That shows you it's all made up to make Charlie look bad. Point blank. The whole thing on Doug, they're saying, Doug's harassing us. Doug's harassing us. Funny thing is, Doug don't have none of their phone numbers. Doug lives 30 minutes away from them. Doug don't go over there. Doug does not comment on any of their stuff. Doug is blocked on all social media. So how's Doug harassing them? Michael changed all their phone numbers. Well, the oldest boy of Jenny's, did y'all know that he got kicked out of Jenny's house? Jenny chose a guy and his private parts over her child. He moved in with someone. Let me see how it says. Something about he either moved in with someone and got kicked out of there because of Michael, or he moved in where Michael's mom is staying because Michael's mom got kicked out too a while back over this whole Jenny and the house and Michael because Michael's making her look like a crazy nut on YouTube when she's not. She's an old woman. She wants her life back. She wants her family back the way it used to be before all this YouTube crap came up. JC was kicked out because Jennifer chose a guy in his private area over her child. And the guy kicked JC out of the house. That's all it amounts to. Now he's living with his grandma at, I guess it's his uncle's house. So y'all think this family is the best family on YouTube. Oh, look. No, that's all skits they do, for one. For two, the shit about there was a lot of abuse in that house, and I don't hold that against AGP, nor will I ever. But those children were abused, not only by the house, by their own mother. And you guys think she's right in the head to raise her own kids? No, she's not. She's by far right in the head to raise those children. But Mike don't want the responsibility, so I got custody of them, but here, Jenny, you take your kids. Okay, you know what she's done in the past. You know why AGP had custody of those kids. So you're going to stick them in that environment again. Oh, he would be pissed. AGP turned his whole life around and the abuse stopped. He started showing the love, which I am so proud of him because anybody that abuses children can change if they are set to change themselves. AGP did. Okay? I praise him for that. He did awesome. But if he was alive today, the shit that Michael is doing to Doug, Charlie, Tina, those boys, his mom, Michael's mom, AGP would fucking put a stop to it real quick. I'm telling you right now. What they are doing to Doug, and I haven't even watched, I don't know if anybody in here watched the last one where Bridget supposedly read a letter to her dad saying that, from what I could gather up without watching it, from what I've heard, is that she claimed that he was never in her life. The man drove a truck for over 30 years. Being a truck driver, you are hardly ever home. But that girl never did without. He always made sure she had what she wanted, what she needed. So, for everybody to go over there and be on Doug's Facebook telling him he's a piece of shit father, blah, 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 they're in the wrong for even believing the bullshit that Michael and Bridget are putting out. I can tell you, I stopped watching Michael and Bridget as soon as I found out AGP was gone. I stopped. Why? Because it's clickbait. Oh, Bridget's pregnant. Oh, Bridget's not pregnant. Oh, Bridget's pregnant. Oh, we broke up for the 100th time. Oh, Bridget's pregnant again. Oh, Bridget cheating on me with Swift. Well, from what I could see, supposedly the baby has red hair. Who's to say it ain't Swift's? Everybody says it looks like Swift. I haven't seen the baby. I don't go on there to find out. From what's being said, the baby looks like Swift. And then you got his cleanup pool boy that wants to sit there and badmouth everybody. Go look at his criminal record. Go look at his criminal record. If he gets in trouble for abuse on his wife one more time, the kids are pulled. The state will have the children. For the simple fact that he abused his wife not too long ago, and the kids were taken, but given back to abusive father. Makes no sense at all. Then he wants to act all big and bad on YouTube. Oh, I'll whoop your ass if you come up here. I'll do this, I'll do that. And then calls 911. I heard the 911 call. How he had a bat that had barbed wire around it. And he sent his family to a friend's house because he's scared for his life. Really? But you're the badass on YouTube that makes threats to everybody. Okay. Makes a lot of sense, don't it? No, I ain't got the corona just 'cause I coughed. It don't make no sense to me what these people are trying to pull. The cleanup guy's getting paid by Pickle Boy to put out videos bashing and bashing and bashing people. But he gets on YouTube, 550 does, and says, "Doug, you're pathetic. All you do is talk about certain people." What are you doing? All you do is talk about Doug and Charlie. Amen to that one. Amen to that one. But then he went back to the abuse. 550, I'm waiting for him to lose his kids. Because maybe it'll take his fat ass off YouTube, get out and get a job, and quit bashing people and putting people's information out. I mean, shit, put mine out there. It's already been out there. My address, my phone number, everything. I've gotten phone calls from women that don't have a clue who I am, and I know they're older women because I can tell it, telling me, "So and so's putting your phone number in chat on this live stream," and I'm like, "That's old news, but thanks for letting me know." Click. I mean, I still have the same phone number. I've never changed my number because I'm not scared. I still live in the same house that I doxed my own self where no one could dox me from. So I'm not scared. I got cameras on my house. I got my best friend that's pink that if I have to use her, I have to use her. I went to the shop and bought one and I got it. That's what they're doing is they're taking advantage of Mike and doing as Mike says, and Mike is going to be broke eventually. Because if anybody can see, that channel ain't making nothing because people are done with the clickbait, the lies, the bashing, the everything they're doing, the fake. Everybody is tired of it. And the one thing that the fans want is for him to go live where he can talk about shit and be confronted. He won't do it because he can't pull himself out of a lie once he's live. See, none of them intimidate me, and that's the funny part. I remember when Ghost was starting to come down here and put a bullet in my head. Never happened. Why? Because I'm not scared. I do not get intimidated very easily. I've had my ass beat by men. I'm not scared. Larry guy, what are you talking about? Who's the Larry guy? Are you talking about McJuggerNuggets channel? His Uncle Larry? I don't know. Are you talking about a video I did about my brother-in-law Larry that passed away? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Mike will go broke, believe me, because his YouTube is not getting as many views as it used to when AGP was alive. I'm wondering if it ain't Jesse's uncle. I don't think Jesse's Uncle Larry would get up on that panel because he's not into that drama shit. I don't know. I don't watch 550. I've recorded his previous live streams because he likes to delete them where I could prove the bullying, which are still up on my channel, but they are private. But I did record them from my computer, but I set my computer in the bathroom because I didn't want to watch the crap because he's nothing but a bully. He manipulates people just like Mike. I mean, I can't watch none of those people, just like I can't watch Grizz. I will never be able to watch Grizz again. I don't watch Savage. I don't watch Tina. I don't watch who else is it? Raquel. I don't watch none of them. Well, it's probably like the kid that 550 had that was supposed to record him and Charlie fighting, and Charlie punched 550 at the beginning and slammed the door, his car door, the day that he went to attack Charlie in the parking lot. If you remember the kid that was there with 550, he got fired because he was pissed off. Isaac was yelling at him off camera because he did not record the whole fucking fight. And Isaac was so pissed off that that's when he started talking shit on the kid. See, I don't even watch her, Miss Wonderful. I won't say her middle. I don't watch her because maybe years back I'd watch them and get a kick out of it. But I guess me being a mom, I know better than to get in that toxic stuff now because all it did was control my life. I was on the computer 24/7. That was my life. Watching all the drama. I can't do it no more. I'm homeschooling my kids due to the schools being shut down. So I can't do that whole living on YouTube 24/7. So plus I got my own problems with my own health that we're trying to deal with. Because my health has went downhill real quick. I still get shots in my lower back, but haven't been able to for the simple fact that I'm high risk to catch this pandemic. So they won't do shots in my back right now because of my diabetes and I'm high risk. So, so now I lay in pain, live in pain. No, I don't take pain pills for it. I'm not a pill popper. The only thing I take is Tylenol and ibuprofen. It's just crazy what this YouTube has turned into. It's something else, that's for sure. I just quit watching all the BS because it wasn't worth wasting my day spending 3, 4 hours watching one live stream. And y'all can imagine whose live stream that was. They go live for hours on end. Give me a soda! I mean, can't do it no more. I haven't even talked to what's her name? See, it's been so long since I've even talked to her. Amber. I got Amber on my Facebook, but I don't talk to her. And we used to be best friends, so and everybody knew that. But it is what it is. I think I might have her phone number in my phone, but I don't pick up the phone and call her. I figured when she wants to talk, she'll call me. So it is what it is. And yes, I got an iPhone finally. iPhone 8 Plus. Or 7 Plus. 7 is what I got. Now who's messaging me? New design. Y'all want to see my son's grave? his grandma went and decorated it for Easter, and then now she's got it decorated for something else. That's my son's grade. And then she just sent me pictures. She always sends me update pictures. Here was his Easter. So, and then before Easter, she did this one. So she sends me updated pictures because my son's buried hours away from me, and I don't get to always go there and see him. Um, and this is his dad's mom. My son's dad's mom is the one that goes and decorates it. So she always sends me pictures when they go and decorate it. And I thank her every time I post about her on Facebook how good of a grandma she is, even though her grandson's gone. She still goes and does stuff for him. So it's just sad because people need to realize you only get one parent in life. And no matter what is going on, there's nothing ever that you can't forgive and move past. But I guess people that got money think they're better than everybody else. And the funny thing is, the text messages that were supposedly between her and Doug, no, that was not Doug sending those messages. That was Mike, which had taken over Doug's phone. On iPhones, you, as long as you know their username and password, you can log into any of their shit and you can lock them out of it. Well, when they took Doug's phone from him, they had all Doug's information. So, kid behind the camera and Bridget are messaging back and forth. And you know how easy it is to edit where you sent somebody money? It's very easy, especially when you got money. So, for people to sit there and say that those weren't edited, yes, they were. Yes, they were. I work in photography. You can edit anything you want. Believe me, it isn't hard. It's very easy if you know what you're doing. I got my photography license, so I should know a lot about editing. So them trying to make Doug look bad isn't working because I see through the bullshit. Oh yeah, they have. They have. They're trying to take Doug's channel down. And the reason why they're so pissed is because the first couple channels Doug had, they took control of because they hacked into it and took control of Doug's channel. Because Michael believes that he's the one that got Doug started on YouTube and he's the one that owns that channel, blah, blah, blah. So Doug started his own. And I actually go and watch Doug's live streams. And they're saying, oh, well, Doug, you always talk about us. Well, if you read the comments when Doug's talking, He's reading the comments that people are asking shit. One day I was in there and several people were asking about Michael and 550 and Bridget and the baby and whatnot. And he was reading them and answering them. That ain't him talking about it. It's the viewers wanting to know about it. So him reading a question doesn't mean he's talking about them. And it's just sickening what these people are capable of doing just because they have money. But one day that money's going to be gone. Then what? Bridget going to leave Michael because there's no more money? I see it happening. I see her growing some balls, not being manipulated anymore, and leaving. Who wouldn't? The money is controlling all of it. And they say money is the root to all evilness, and it is. That's why I love living the way I do from paycheck to paycheck. Not having money 24/7 because it makes me a better person. Money is not everything. You cannot take money to your grave with you. But you sure can take the love and support of others to your grave. It's sad what they are doing today. Don't know if someone's that's oh, be quiet, be quiet. And that whole thing where he clipped out where Charlie admitted to hitting Bridget. If you go watch Doug's video, one of his lives, he even states that Charlie was in the room that's where AGP's cars parked in that little swim pool storage, whatever. Okay. Charlie and Doug were in there when Bridget come out with the black eye. The only reason Charlie admitted to it was because Michael said, "You admit to it, we'll move past all this." He said, okay. And if you heard him, he said, well, I believe what my brother said. He said, I hit her, so I guess I hit her. But I don't remember it. It's because he was in the pool house with Doug. So there was no way he hit Bridget. Bridget was inside the house. Put two and two together. It's everything they're doing is making themselves look worse and worse. Because someone that naive that can manipulate anybody because he's got money. One reason I quit watching Jesse, which I haven't watched him in a while, was because he was best friends with Michael. Okay, so I stopped watching. And then I hear that he is now attacking Doug on Storyfire. Well, I'm glad I don't watch Storyfire because Michael put millions of dollars into Storyfire and it ain't doing so well, from my understanding. Which is going to be funny when it crashes. Because YouTube wasn't the way to go. They're not paying, blah, blah, blah. Let's make our own, build our own platform, Storyfire. I don't watch none of that crap. I see that the repo dude that I watched just got out of jail too. He posted on Facebook and I was reading why he went to jail and everything. And I guess he's going to be doing a live stream about what happened, what went down, because I guess he got involved with the wrong crowd and got in trouble for having stolen vehicles that he was repoing. So I guess he took the downfall for it, and the other person got off of it. So it was RepoNet or something. I do believe. I'm trying to find him on Facebook. I got him on my Facebook. So yeah. People are just idiots. So yeah, I have a lot of people off of YouTube on my Facebook, but I don't talk to many of them. The ones I do talk to, I hold dear to my heart and consider them friends, family, whatever. So yeah, I think it was like RepoNet or something. But he just got released out of, I think he did a couple years in Utah prison or something. Ohio, Utah, wherever it was. But and look, more kids missing in the United States with a grown ass adult. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I've been following that Colorado Gannon Stout and the Lori where she killed her two kids. I know she killed them. There's no doubt in my mind she didn't kill them. Because she killed several people have come up dead on her side. And then the guy she just married 2 weeks after his wife died and she was healthy as could be. Something ain't right. So I've been following those cases. The Lori Vallow and Letitia Stout. Oh yeah, and I've watched some psychic where Sylvia Brown predicted the coronavirus in 2020. So yeah. But I'm gonna get off here. I got things to do. I got to get around, take my car into the shop, see what's wrong with it, and get my kids, make sure my kids got all their schooling done. Because this teacher's gonna start drinking, then I'm gonna get fired for drinking, and they're gonna get suspended for fighting, so it's all the same. So you guys have a good day. Take care of yourself. And look, only 50 minutes on. Wasn't hours on YouTube. Bye guys.